Hi friends, this is Bear and welcome to Aussie Bear Budgets and welcome to the cash stuffing of my purse and also the Scrabble game. So first of all, we will do my purse. Now I've got the 3 cat cards that I picked in yesterday's video because I forgot to pick them last week, and we only had 5 cards left. So these 3 total $30 and the other 2 total $30, and so they're going to come out of next week's, and then that's the cat card challenge done. So I'll be able to find out how much it saved me, and also the following week I will start my new card game of, which card is going to come out of my grocery money. So that's for this week. Take a breath, woman. All right, so I have $400 because remember I changed up my my budget breakdown. I now have a separate envelope for my massage, and I have moved my phone and mowing envelopes over to my purse as well, but they aren't getting stuffed each week. They are getting stuffed when I do my end of month sinking funds, because that's just how it's going to work, because the budget just doesn't allow for me to stuff those 2 every week. Not enough to cover them anyway, so it's better for that to come out of the sinking funds, or side hustle money or whatever. So the cat's money has got an extra $10, and massage is getting $40 a week. That's to cover my monthly massage, but on the other fortnight within that month. So I'm actually going for a treatment every fortnight now. So one fortnight is a massage, the next fortnight is a flotation treatment. And so I need to save this amount every week to cover the cost of both of those. So that's the changes. So we have $400 here. So let's just make sure we have $400. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, so 120, let's move that over there. 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400. Very good. Okay, so we'll just set that aside for now. Put that over there, move that back there, grab a pen. This is me looking organised, but am I? No. No. Am I ever? All right, so open up my purse. Okay, so groceries is getting 180. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's it, 80. Okay, just double check that, because you know what my maths is like. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Right. And cats is getting 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right, and then out of this is coming $30. So I'll set those aside and take out $30. And that goes into the cat card envelope, which I pretty sure I forgot to, yes, did I? Let me have a look. No, I actually remembered that one. So I remembered to reallocate the cat card money, but there's a few others I didn't. So 605 so far has gone into the bank, and then there'll be a further 60. So $665 is how much this cat card game saved. When I created the cat card game, I didn't add up what the total was, so I have no idea. So I know that now because 30 goes in today and 30 is going in next week. So 660 will be the total. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for saving no more than $30 out of my Oh, they can go in there. No more than $30 out of my grocery money. So that's pretty good. All right. I don't know how long I've been doing it. I think since the beginning of the year. So, all right. So I should have 150, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 150 for groceries and 50 for cats. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then eating out is getting, so eating out had 25, which it still has, and is getting 15. So 15. So it now has 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So that's 150. And that's 50. Personal. So personal had 15 and it still does, and it's getting 10. So that now has 25. Self-care, which is the massage envelope. So that had money in it from this self-care envelope was in my either my high or my low priority, I can't remember. And I've moved it over to here. So the money that was in there, I have added to it as well. So the total should be 155. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105. Now I did I? There's the other 50. I was thinking because I had a massage, but that was a couple of weeks ago. So, yes. So, 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. So, 155 plus it's getting 40 today. 10, 20, 30, 40. I think that bill's got a hole in it. Yes, it does. All right. 10, 20, 30, 40. So that should be 195. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. So 195. So that's for the massages. It's nice to have a bit of a build up there. Okay, medication. Now, some came out of this because I got my scripts filled last week. So it did have 105. It now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So I took 50 out. So 50 came out and 15 is going in. So 15, so that should now be 55, 60, 70. It should be 70, let me count it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So $70 for my medication, which covers the next lot of scripts, but I want to keep building it. Church has got 50. All right, so 200 came out because that went into the bank, and 100 came out of there because that went into the bank, and 50 is going into church. So that's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So now we have 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Because we had to keep 50 from when I did the back to the bank, because 50 of it belongs to August. I'm pretty sure that's how it works out. But if I get to August and I've got an extra 50, woohoo. Lucky church and lucky savings. Okay, so savings had 125. I took out 100, had 25 left, and I'm putting in 25. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it should now have 75. No, it should now have 50, duh. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's correct. So 50. Phone and mowing are getting nothing. However, that's savings. I've put them at the back. So, yeah, they do have money in them. So I will write that up. Now, this had 120, but I had the lawn mowed last week. So that was 60. So it now has 60 for the mowing. So that's enough for another mowing job. Phone has... So phone has 50. 50 in there. Now, it did have 25 that was in the bank, but it will go toward the next phone bill, which is due to come out on the 19th. So, leave that there and go back to miscellaneous. Now, I think I took some out of miscellaneous. Miscellaneous had 160. And it now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So I took out 70. I can't remember what that was for. Probably groceries or something. And it's getting 15. So there's the 15, which means it has 85. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105. What? Oh, I added the 15 to the 70, duh. 105. Oh my gosh, 105. Yeah, I added the 15 to the 70. That's a bit better. 105. Okay, that is my purse stuffed for another week. That feels good. I don't like not having any money in there, although I did have money in there, of course, duh. But anyway, I will add all of that up and, yeah, that'll be good for next week. And now let's play Scrabble. Now, last week I was a little bit, what's the word? A little bit disappointed, because the previous couple of weeks, only 3 or 4 people had participated. And then when I turned up the cards or turned up the letters for this week, they were the hardest letters. Oh my gosh. And I thought, well, this is going to turn everybody off, isn't it? After my little vent. And then I turned up these letters. And I thought, oh, wow, this is nobody's going to want to play. But you guys totally rock. Like, you rock. Because the letters, I'll get the letters out. Just let me get the board out. There's the board. I'll get the letters out because they're in here. In this one. And this is one of the games that I forgot to... reallocate to, so we're adding to that. But have a look at these letters. Oh, where's the rest of them? We're missing 2. Hold on a minute. They must have gotten mixed up in here somewhere. Oh, there they are. They were trying to hide. Okay, now look at these letters. How difficult are they? Wow, holy cow. And using my app that I have that can tell me how many letters can be, how many words can be made from any specific group of letters. For this group of letters, there were only 21 possibilities. 21 possibilities from these letters, and you guys found me 14. You found me 14 different words. Wow. Like, you totally rock. You totally rock. And 6 people took part. So the total amount that I'm saving, last week I forgot to read out who took part. I was so totally off my game. But 14 words plus the highest scoring word was 7. And so that's 21, which I rounded up to 25. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Now, for this group of letters, that is amazing. That is so amazing. Thank you very much for making me save. But by golly, that was challenging. That was so challenging. And I'll read out the words in a minute. Let's put that away. Now, the people who took part were Penny KC10M. She found 8. Yeah, you know it, 176. She found 1. Rhonda Bowen 4189. She found 5. Ellie Monster. I love that. Ellie Monster. That's so cool. Ellie Monster. She found 11. So 11 of the 14. Amazing. Jote, she found 7, and Jan Agnew 9397, she found 8. So thank you so much, guys. So let's have a look at what words you found. So the first word is did, D-I-D, and that's worth 5. Oh, my eye's upside down. That's worth 5. Then we have dirt, which is also worth 5. And then druid, this was a good word. Druid, which is worth 7, so that's one of the ones that was worth 7. Then dud, which is worth 5. Then rid, which is worth 4. Rit, which is worth 3. Rud with a double D, which is worth 6. Oh, that one, sorry. That's worth 6. Then we've got rut, which is worth 3. Then we have tit, which is worth 3. Then we have turd, and yes, I am ashamed to say I had a little giggle. Okay, I may have laughed heartily, but turd is worth 5. And then we had tut, which is worth 3. Twit, which is worth 7. Wit, which is worth 6. And writ, which is worth 7. So they're the 14 words that you guys found for me. Thank you so much. You guys are legends. Legends, I tell you. Because I looked at it and I mean, I could see druid, and I could see like did and a few of the smaller ones, but I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'll probably be saving $5 this week, but nope, 25. So that was good. All right, that goes there. So let's put these back and pick next week's letters. So those are the vowels. Put those over there. Give these a mix up. And pick out 1 and 2. Up. Back in there. And, oh, no, got an extra one. Put that back in as well. We only need 2 vowels. And now we will pick our consonants. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's have a look. So our vowels for this week are an O and an A. And then we have an N, a V, a G, a P, an S, and a J. Wow, okay, these are good letters. These are good letters. Okay, you guys should be able to go wild with these ones. So these are the letters for next week. So get your thinking caps on. As I said, words that are 3 letters and up, but you can't have people's names because there's too many variations on the spelling. And you can't have the names of towns, cities, that sort of stuff. And just be aware of what letters we have, because a couple of times people have put in words that have letters that weren't picked. And I mean, it's easy to do that. I've done it myself. But yeah, so that's why, you know, when I sort of say so-and-so got 3 words, they may have actually sent me 5, but 2 of them couldn't be used, if you know what I mean. But yeah, have fun, and these are the letters for next week. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my next video. And in the meantime, take care, God bless, and I love you. Bye-bye.